Yeah, thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, Pete. What up, y'all? Man, I would have been here earlier and shit, but fucking trying to see what's up with this phone, man. Trying to troubleshoot my 800 number. I had the bright idea of like at 2:30, like maybe a couple minutes before 2:30, troubleshooting it. I called my people that's doing this line for me. I'm like, what's up, man? What's up with my phone and shit, man? Like, why is it not accepting calls? You know, we had that issue with it not taking calls. I'm like, what's the deal? So I thought it was gonna be a couple seconds. It took the motherfuckers almost 30 minutes, and we still ain't figured out what it is. So I'm still working on it. They think it might be a setting in my phone that I just tripped and just flipped off, like just flipped it off like a switch or some shit. So I'm gonna spend some time playing with that. I see what's up with it, right? So that's why I'm late, man. Goddamn, but shit, y'all know 2:30 was my slot, yo. Trying to get it in. Fuck with y'all. Today we talking about controlling gentrification via HR 4999. So, y'all may remember that I've discussed opportunity zones on this channel a few times, and what's happened is, sister, I think she might be out of Jersey or Georgia, maybe. I think Georgia. I want to say Georgia, but I don't know where. I don't know. But the folks that's one of the main principal writers of this bill with her is out of Georgia, so I don't know. She might be from Georgia. Her name is Czarina Harris. Let me get a picture up here so we can see. This is a Czarina Harris. There she go. She wrote this bill basically being an addendum to the Opportunity Zones Initiative. That's the part of Trump's tax cut and job act or whatever. He's been pumping. Little job act, tax act of 2017 that we've been talking about, how that shit is gonna be detrimental to black society pretty much. And that Opportunity Zones Initiative is a little tack on to it. We've been talking about how it's going to usher in this mass gentrification of black society and how we don't have the funds as a collective to stave it off and combat it on a scale that's going to be perceptible as a group, right? I mean, we got multi-millionaire Jay Morrison, you know what I'm saying? He was able to get some property out of one of them, he claims. Him and a few of his people he's been working with. But, and he was also the nigga at the Revolt Summit talking about we can't get reparations until we get some plebiscites. And how NARC is a solution for getting reparations on top of plebiscites. Remember that shit? But he didn't offer no sound plan or no sound advice for this type of shit that he talking about that he was doing. Right? The shit that we need to be doing. The shit he's saying we need to fuck with. Opportunity zones and all that. Yeah, T.I. as he was there talking about that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how bad the shit is, but no advice, no plan. So, all that shit turned niggas off, man. All that fuck with money ministries, whatever the fuck Jay Morrison was talking about. Rich nigga ministries, something he called that shit. Rich ballin' ass nigga ministry, some stupid shit. That turned niggas off, man, hearing that shit, man. I ain't on front, man. Turn niggas off, man. Or whatever. But again, no advice. So now it happens that we have this woman. Czarina Harris, writing an addendum to the Opportunity Zones provision in Trump's 2017 tax plan. And I like what I'm hearing. Let me move a couple screens here real quick. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Let me do this on them. There we go. So I want to touch on this. I want to touch on a few things because there's some points of action that we need to jump on real quick. Like I said, she's proposed these add-ons to this Opportunity Zones thing. And it's in the form of an actual bill called HR 4999. She got with Henry Johnson and Bobby Rush. Put it in a bill. She's trying to get it sponsored. Some people have had shit to say about Henry Johnson and all this shit, but he's on board with this. People are overall saying this is a good look. If y'all caught the blip. And I posted a link to her addendums that she made. So if any mod get into the chat soon, y'all spot it, y'all go ahead and post it, and I'll grab it as well. But to start, this is one thing that kind of jumped off at the page. This one thing kind of jumped off the page at me. There was 4 points that she really brought up. This is like, you know, kind of the centerpieces of what need to be focused on. And one thing that she brought up was, hey, we need an investment advisory board. And it has to be appointed by the local government where the investment is going to happen. So the thing about these gentrification zones, the opportunity zones, the way this is going to work, and I've explained a couple times that if you got money and you want to invest in an opportunity zone, you can do that a couple of ways. You can, if you got like a real estate company and you want to come and build or whatever, you want to contract and build, you can build using your real estate company. That's a way to do it in these zones and get these tax breaks that come with building in this zoned off area that they've said, okay, this is an area that needs to be invested in this way. And I looked at the long list. Look, it's all of the states that are involved in it, which is just about every single state. The opportunity zones is in poor neighborhoods. A large amount of, what up, John? John Snow, what's good, man? Good seeing you checking in. Most of these opportunity zones, they're in places that are economically disadvantaged, right? And there's another way you can get these investment breaks is if you have an investment fund, right? To the point of what she's speaking about, you know, how you need an advisory board for your investments, right? So basically, if you have some sort of asset that's gaining value and it's going to be taxed under a capital gains tax, what you can do is you can open up a fund. This will allow you to open up a fund for your capital tax or capital gaining money, right? And you're going to devote that strictly to your efforts in these opportunity zones. Is the ideation behind it. And the longer you keep that fund open, and the longer you keep investing and doing this type of work in opportunity zones, the tax breaks get deeper and deeper and deeper, and you just keep getting deeper breaks. The longer you keep your fund open, with your capital gains attached to it, right? So that's the first premise, is that there's going to be an investment advisory board that kind of watches, what's going to happen. So if you start one of these funds, and you don't get 100% say of what gets built without somebody actually approving it, some sort of advisory board. Right? So you just can't just build what you want to build what you want to build with no approval process. That's how it works. That's the first point. Second point that she brought up, Sister Harris, is that there's going to be a diversity requirement, saying that a certain percentage of the funds that get invested, like if you have one of these funds, you happen to have one of these, as to go to a county with a population of 200,000 or less, where poor people might live. As they say, because the population is so low, some shit like that. Now, keep in mind that the dude Jim Fish Fry Clyburn, he's also making some edits to this Opportunity Zones provisioning that's in Trump's 2017 Tax Act. And one of his edits sounds kind of like that, where you basically can't invest where it's a bunch of rich motherfuckers and it's just a big booming ass place. Like, you can't do it like that. So, okay. It's got to be a place that's suffering a bit. Okay. The third point that she brought up was, hey, if you're going to be investing in any kind of properties or land or whatever happens, whatever you choose, using the capital funds way, the capital gains fund, there's a qualification that kind of goes into it. Basically, if you have an investment that is under this, basically you have to make sure that it's a property. If you're investing in like a property, apartments or some land or whatever, it has to be controlled by, now here's some key words, by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals, or you have to be a woman. All right, those were the two itemizations. Like, there's one line that talks about socially and economically disadvantaged people. The next line talks about women under this investing provision, right? So the way Sister Serena laid it out is, look, if you're black, you qualify, right? If you're black and you're a woman, you qualify. If you're a minority, you qualify, right? Some people was like, man, I don't know about that minority shit. But the issue is, this you can't just say black people on this. This is one thing that the sister was stressing, that you can't just say black people with this, because it also targets poor white areas or whatever. So you can't just say black people get this or that type shit. I know in our heart of hearts that's what we want to hear, but okay. Push the emotion aside. We not going to hear it like that, right? But what I didn't really gel with is that goddamn, you motherfuckers is ignoring black men. I didn't gel with that shit. The whole concept of, okay, you're going to name socially and economically disadvantaged people. You're going to name women. Go out your way to name women. Right? But ignoring black men in your written description, in your writing description of socially and economically disadvantaged, you're leaving us out of being named. I look at that kind of sideways, right? That's the black boy. We just jumping on this HR 4999, Miss Lady. Shout out to you, Mickey. Yeah, shout out to you, Miss Lady. We just jumping on this, spitting a few facts about it, trying to get some footwork behind it, trying to get some boots on the ground and get people to prioritize it real quick, because it's got to happen real quick, and I'll get to it. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like that whole aspect of it, I look at that kind of sideways. Back to my point, like I look at that kind of sideways that black men are being left out explicitly in the description of who qualifies for this provisioning in Trump's tax act known as the opportunity zones. I look at that kind of crazy, right? I understand these bills in Congress, like these bills in Congress, y'all, if y'all have ever took your time in your life to read these bills that be sitting on the Hill, man, yo, this shit is like, it's a culture of all the bills. You read through them. It's women, LGBT, immigrants, veterans, and then rinse and repeat. Women, veterans, LGBT, immigrants, then rinse and repeat. That's all these bills, right? It's damn near the same cookie cutter shit for every bill. Alright? That shit is dangerous. That shit is dangerous to me, man. Like, to make light of the bottom casting of black men. Like, reading these bills is like depressing. Like, this is a culture that these motherfuckers go after only about 4 groups to talk about, and they all circumvent black men. Like, we're not even in existence. I hate that shit. That shit pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? So, in my mind, like, we need to be bold, to use the word about Sister Mickey. We need to be bold when we have to write addendums to bills, or when we have to write bills like this. We need to take that extra step to be mindful of the success of black men. We got to write black men into history again and quit playing. Going on, easy be easy. I'm saying we need to take that seriously. I don't see no reason why, if you black and you writing on a bill, I'm putting black men in the picture. Who is more left out than us? Oh. You know what I'm saying? We be fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying? And look at it, man. You'd be hard pressed to find many bills on the books that speak exclusively to Asian women and then leave out the Asian man. Right? You'd be hard pressed to find many bills. At all the bills I be pouring over all the time, man, I haven't found any that speak exclusive to Latino women or some shit, and then ignore the Latino man type shit. No other group of women gets walled off from their men like black women. Y'all see that shit? I just hate that the people who get to write on these bills and shit, I hate that we're so beat down mentally that when we got to write a bill, some of us go into black man negating mode. Like the niggas that helped this lady write this bill. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. It's to the effort of Miss Czarina Harris. She tried to kind of explain it. In a kind of a Marianne Williamson kind of way. If you ask me, I see it as kind of like some Marianne Williamson behavior. Like, basically, the guy that helped her write the bill and kind of gave her advice and kind of helped her out a little bit, he was on some cool time with the shit. basically on some coon time a little bit, trying to persuade her that, you know, you just can't say black people, you just can't say this. We got the culture down. I kind of understand the culture. I got the culture down in Congress where it's like, you know, you got to say it like this. Black men ain't important in Congress type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? How neutered of a man do you have to be to bow down to a culture that pointedly negates black men? You go to work every day at Congress just to negate black men. Every day, this is what you do every day, nigga. Henry Johnson, Bobby Rush. That's what y'all niggas do every day, though. All right. I mean, I'm just saying. Motherfuckers just want to... Basically, with this bill, this is my only real gripe about this, that, you know, we're watching politicians basically umbrella black men under minority as the term, and then just, all right, nigga, you under minority now. I hope you niggas get a piece type shit. It's like that. I mean, that's some faggot bitch shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that. So, you know, that's why we say a lot of these old washed up niggas in Congress, the niggas gotta go, y'all. Proudless old black niggas, man, that shit gotta go, man. That shit got to go. That's why when, you know, some of them pass on in Congress, I'll be like, yeah, get that nigga out of here, man. Dead weight shit, man. Like, but I don't want to divert too much. I just, you know, that was just kind of funky to me. You know what I mean? That was the one part that made me like, all right, man, write us into history for real quick. Do it like everybody else. Just write their people into the bill. Do us like that too. But let's see what else. You know, the edit she put together, I want to say, I don't want y'all to get too hung up on my assessment of it. Because on its face, I mean, you gotta understand, the edits are pretty good. They're actually kind of alright. I like what she sought to put into it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I didn't write the bill, right? So it's not going to be exactly how I like the shit. You know what I mean? So I understand that. So, but on top of that, there's also an investment clause in there. I thought was really good as well, saying that basically, to get back to it, an investor, if you are having a portfolio that you're running through an investment zone, opportunity zone, 40% of your portfolio has to be devoted to businesses that are already there. You got to put stock in corporations that are already there in the community. From what she explained and from what I can glean from my reading of the bill. So that's good. That's good in a major way. So, like, let's say one of these Asian storefronts try to pop up in our communities. Yo, if you an Asian storefront, that's cool. Be an Asian storefront all you want, but you got to give 40% back into the businesses that's already there. You got to sow into the community. It's forcing you to sow into the community. So it ain't just going to be no free for all. Everybody get to grab and take and just leave. You know what I mean? Now you got to pay it back to the block. I fucks with that shit. Like I said, I've built business in black neighborhoods. And I grew up in a neighborhood where all I saw was black businesses. So how you think I feel as a business owner? I'm looking around and I see a Punjabi up the street in his business, and I'm knowing all my money that I make from the business, all my money going back into the hood, it's going back to the community. That's where my shit go. But that motherfucker, I know he leaving. It's like, you leaving, you taking all the money. You expatriating, you motherfucker. How you think I feel as a business owner? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be smiling. I'm not going to be smiling. You want to set your Punjabi gas station up, that's cool, but motherfucker, you got to pay it back to the block now. You got to pay it back now. Last, I want to say this. There's one little final provision in it that's not, it's necessary. It's basically, it's another way to kind of account for what's going on. Is that the businesses that deal in and the entities that deal in these opportunity zones are going to have to make a written report that details. I was trying to read what Easy B wrote. Easy B wrote it, just went on the screen. They're going to have to put up a detail of what investments they're doing in terms of how it's going to affect different racial groups. So they got to break it down by race and say, look, it's affecting these people this way. They got to make a detail of this and then report it to the Ways and Means Committee of the House of Representatives. So it's going to the motherfucking Congress. So all these motherfuckers got to report to Congress in a way, basically, to let them know, look, this is what we're doing. They are not able to skirt that. So everybody got to sit down with Congress. If you want to do an opportunity zone investment in whatever capacity, whether you running a real estate business or whether or not you're just dropping off some money or whatever you're doing, yo, you got to check in. You guys got to check in. That's how it is. So, I'm with that. I'm with the larger provisions of this. You know what I mean? Outside of the fact that black men weren't specifically named as a group in a investment kind of bill that black people wrote. Like, all right, why don't we change the culture? That's just the revolutionary in me. Motherfucker, change the culture now. Damn it, don't wait, do it now. Motherfucker, who we waiting on, do it now. Motherfucker. But these are the things that I want us to really consider seriously to save our communities from gentrification. Hats out to you, Sister Czarina Harris. Appreciate all of the work that you did on this. And what she's propositioning us to do, and I'm presenting this to you guys because y'all my audience, what she's propositioning us to do is if we can contact our local representatives, our local congressmen, and get them to sponsor the bill, because the bill needs sponsors. She said it has about 20 sponsors. That was in November, like end of November. So I looked at the bill today. I didn't see all the sponsors. Maybe she had a different vantage of it than I did, but I only saw 5 on the motherfucker today. So I don't know if I'm looking at the right one or whatever. I know the edits is right, so I don't know. Maybe they just didn't list it on this particular site that I went to. I went through the Congress site, so I don't know. But okay, she says it's about 20 people. That was in November. I don't believe her with what she said. So the bills need a sponsorship. And we need to get enough sponsors, hopefully, to support this in enough numbers before January 1st, 2020. That's when this Opportunity Zone bill kicks in. That's when it's supposed to kick off. The Blackboard says have just been reading it while you were speaking. Don't see that black women were mentioned specifically. I guess we meant to say black men are mentioned specifically either. Do you see bill intended for blacks? Do see bill intended for blacks now for everybody. Yo, it says specifically socially and economically disadvantaged communities, and then in the very next itemizing, it says women. It didn't give any other description outside that. Those were the 2 areas that it chose to encompass. So it's like black men, get in where you fit in those descriptions. That's all I was looking at. Like, all right. Okay. So it added some specificity to the who and the what matter of the original bill. Hey, worker boy, what's good, Miss Lady? What's happening? Good seeing you. Good seeing you on this beautiful Saturday. I'm saying, so I'm gonna say it added some specificity to the original bill in these areas. I'm assuming that's why they ventured to make these particulars show up. Like, okay, we gotta make sure that socially and economically disadvantaged people get a piece, right? That was what she was getting at. And like I said, the dude Clyburn is doing some edits, and I think one more person, the Blackboard, is doing some edits. I think one more group outside of Clyburn is doing some edits on this. So we're gonna see where this lands. It might land favorably for black men. I didn't, in the Clyburn edits, I had a chance to look over her edits, this lady Ms. Harris, and a bit of Clyburn's edits. I didn't see nothing about no black men in Clyburn's edits, but we don't know. Well, I'm gonna keep hitting that mic. We don't know where it's gonna land. You know what I'm saying? I would hope for the best. I would hope for the best. We'll see. We will see. But like I said, what Sister Harris is requesting that we do is call our local congressmen, our local representatives. I put a link in the description. Work of art, since you're in the chat, work of art, can you go ahead and grab that link? It's one of the first links I put in the description. Grab that link that has the Find Your Representative tag on it. If you could, please. And post that in the chat. That's going to basically, look, if you don't know who your representatives are, it breaks it down by zip code. Just key in your zip code and whatever. It'll pull up. It'll pull up. Yeah, Worker Bart. I see you in the house, Worker Bart. Look, Worker Bart, if you got a quick second on your hands, go ahead and grab that link in the description. If you can see it, it should be like one of the first links up there. Grab that link in the description that says Find Your Representative. I think it's the name of it. Find Your Representative. Grab that and post it for me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. But to my point, contact your representative. Goad them. Poke them and convince them. You don't gotta convince them. I mean, it's a bill that they can look up like it ain't nothing. But the move is, get them to have it on their brain that, look, support this bill. And the second thing she asked, Ms. Harris, is that, hey, try to get them to defer and support deferring the deployment of the current Opportunity Zones bill that's on slate to be released on the 1st of January. Get them to defer that by a year. Trying to push that off for a year. Just so we want to have enough time to get a serious groundswell of support. Because we deserve it. We deserve it, man. We done been through enough with white supremacist society outright kicking us off our land, killing us off our land, nigga. Killing us for the land that we do business on, killing us for the land that we live on, all kind of fuck shit. And I already told y'all, man, there's no depth I will not go to make sure that the next generation see that we gave a fuck about them. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to know, look, man, we try to keep shit right for y'all if we can. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like that. I'm looking way into the future over this shit. I'm looking way into the future for this shit. In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And it's really serious, y'all. If we don't get this in line like now, like soon. That's why I put it out today. Like, if we don't get this shit in line like now, motherfucker, they say hindsight is 20/20, goddamn it. In this case, hindsight gonna be a motherfucker. Hindsight is gonna be fuck 2020. What's better than 2020? I think they say 2040 is better than 2020. Motherfucker, hindsight gonna be a goddamn electron microscope around this bitch, man. We gonna look up and we gonna see motherfucking Starbucks on every corner in black neighborhoods. Starbucks that don't even like black people. We gonna see NFL gear stores on every corner. NFL who don't like black people type shit. Right? We gonna see that type of shit. You know what I mean? Easy to say 18 by 18, okay. 18 by 18, that's one. I heard somebody OG told me back in the day, yo, 2040 is better than 2020. Okay. 18 by 18, that's something. That's something to know. Okay. Yo, he say 18 by 18 Eagle Vision. Oh, okay. All right. Hear that? I can hear that. And I also say this while I'm opining on this. You know, I want to say this one more again. One more again. I don't think I can never say this enough. But this is why we need lobbyists locally to help us secure tangibles. You have heard me have this conversation before. Because if you got lobbyists, it's like you got a fucking prepaid lawyer on deck. You call them up anytime and they will speak on your behalf. Alright? So, not having to call up, nobody having to call no congressman, none of that shit. That shit is out the window. They do our leg work, so to speak. But that's the business, y'all. We getting work done here on my channel in New Black Media. Saying we don't be thriving off that bullshit that people be doing out there. You know what I mean? I see people still bickering and bustering over the little dumb shit still. Why they don't stop the dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? All the buster ass bickering people been doing over the past few weeks, man. Motherfuckers could have been on this. They could have been on this for weeks. For weeks, people could have been on this. We could have had a bit of a head start on this. The provisions, these changes that this lady made to this came down the pipes, what, the 8th of November. That's how it's dated on the Congress website. Then she put up her video about it, I think like on the 24th. So it took her a while to get it up and finish the video, all of this. All the little busted ass bickering people been doing, man. We could have had this shit. We could have had it a week in advance. We could have been jumped on this bitch and had the wheels turning on it already. You know what I'm saying? Real life, man. Motherfuckers still on that dumbass shit this week. I can't believe that shit. I try to ignore the shit on social media, but it's like, god damn, man, you motherfuckers are still on that shit. They still on that shit, y'all. If y'all been ignoring it, if y'all been able to ignore it, I don't be commenting on it, but I sure be like, god damn, you motherfuckers, y'all still doing that shit? Tariq need to be about politics. Jason Black need to be about politics. B1 need to be about politics. This type of shit y'all should have been on for the past month. All that shit y'all talking about, man. Instead of arguing over y'all's nonsensical beef with New Black Media. All y'all motherfuckers, man. All this shit started because Tone say that Tariq like Trump. I mean, we gotta really put shit in perspective, man. Like, we gotta really put shit in perspective, in its proper perspective, so we don't get sidetracked by stupid, dumb shit, man. I bet y'all motherfuckers feel dumb as hell, man. We could have been on this shit. And I don't like to feel like I have stuff sprung on me, and I don't want to have it where y'all feel like y'all are having stuff sprung on y'all. You know what I mean? So, damn, you know what I mean? Little tights like this that we get in, man. I don't like that feeling, man. Y'all realize that's one of my pet peeves in life, man. I don't like to have shit just sprung on me, man. Like it's a young terror that I have not got over. Like motherfucker just springing shit on a nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, man. So I don't like to do that to people, man. But fuck it, you know what I mean? We in this situation like as a whole, as a group. We having to deal with this reality, man. And motherfuckers still actually griping over dumb shit like that's forwardly progression shit. Talking all that we political shit, now we in a tight, nigga. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? See how that shit sound? Crazy. All the little tweets I done seen this week over that dumb ass shit. Nobody's tweet. Motherfucker, you know what? In the tweets that are response to what she put up, I'll look at it like this. You know, the little replies and whatnot to the tweet that she put up. Sister Czarina Harris that she put up in reference to this particular HR 4999. She put up a video on it. Check me out on Twitter at PStillDGAF. If you want to see my post on it, I just gave her a shout out about it. You know, all the comments underneath that shit, man, like, it's a bunch of cheerleading section type shit. There's only a couple of people that's really trying to, like, pick it apart and be like, yeah, you know, I feel like this way or I feel this way about it. This could probably change, this, that, and the third. But everybody else was just like, oh yeah, ADO West, cheerleader, rah, rah, rah. Just some real cheerleader. Good job, sis. Good job. Good going, girl. Yeah, that's my dog. That's some more cheerleader shit, though. That's some cheerleader shit, though. And none of the ADO West folk or whoever the fuck want to call themselves, whatever, this or that, associated with the little bickering and whatnot, none of the motherfuckers did what I did in the comments. Nobody posted up define your representative shit. Nobody is pushing the line with this shit. I ain't seen nobody pushing no line with this shit. I'm gonna go back over my notifications over the past 10 days or so, because maybe I missed it. I'm gonna go back over my notifications and see, like, motherfucker, like, y'all been ignoring this shit all this time? Y'all been bickering and bitching? Y'all been ignoring this shit for the sake of bickering? From bickering and bitching. Trying to speak with about spitting this shit out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of all the fuck life living y'all been doing for the past however many fucking weeks, this is now niggas in the tank. Saying it's like, come on, man, like I don't like that. That really get me, man. I don't know, man. I fucks with ADO West, man. I fucks with ADO West as a concept. I fuck with everybody on every side. Everybody little gangs, foundational black Americans, B1. I fuck with everybody, man. But damn, that's the lazy shit, man. That's some lazy ass shit. We don't need no more cheering section type shit, man. Like, we don't need no more everybody sitting on their hands shit while shit getting real, man. Like, that ain't what's happening. That's not what we doing, man. We don't need no cheering section. We need people doing work. Because, like, fuck the groupie shit. Like, y'all can cheer all y'all want to, but what's up, man? I'm saying, y'all got your little gang, but y'all don't push no work. You know what I'm saying? You and your little gang, but where y'all work at? You don't push no work on the block, man. Y'all just a little gang, but you don't got no work. Oh man, damn. Alright. Too busy arguing with niggas to put in work. You gonna argue with niggas, y'all gotta put in work, man. All that dumb ass shit, man. Where they do that shit at? Y'all hustling backwards like a motherfucker, man. Got y'all little gang. Shit had me laughing the hardest this week. Somebody was like, oh, B1 need to be about politics. I'm like, you dumb motherfuckers, B1 ain't one of these little old gangs y'all got going on, man. B1 it means black first. It's something that I attribute to Professor Black Truth. Again, yet another week of niggas throwing Professor Black Truth under the bus with the dumb shit. This is what niggas do in their spare time, y'all. This is it's comical now. Now it's like getting funny now, right? It's getting funny now, man. Like at first it was like unnerving, but now it's like, alright, now I might fuck around and make an animation off this shit. Now I can see the hilarity in this shit. Now it's like, okay, make a comic about y'all niggas, man. Professor Black Truth, man, innocent, getting caught up in the crossfire of busting motherfuckers on Tone side. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. The busting motherfuckers on Tone side that Tone don't be checking within his ranks type shit, man. Taking shots at Professor Black Truth, man. But nothing, he ain't even involved in y'all dumb ass shit. But we could have had this shit on the slate. We could have been on this. We could have been pushing Proposition HR 4999. We could have been doing that with no pause. We could have been doing that. Just saying, man. So we need to get this shit done, man. New Black Media, we doing it, man. We ain't partial to nobody gang or whatever, man. We doing it, man. Fuck what they talking about. We doing it, man. We doing it despite the bickering and the bitching and the faggoting over this shit, man. I see this shit like, man, if y'all remember, like back in, 2003, 2004 ish, something around there. Right after the boy 50 Cent blew up and shit, man. There was this interview with Bangum Smurf, man. Y'all remember Bangum Smurf and shit, right? Who knows where Bangum Smurf up to now, man? Shout out to Bangum Smurf, wherever you at, man. Hey, brother, it's all good, brother. Yeah. But this shit remind me of that shit, man. Like, there was this interview. You think about that little back and forth that they had at the little summer jam shit or whatever. And they was doing a little interview over the shit, interviewing Bangum about the shit. And he's like, man, they's asking him, yo, do 50 come back to the hood? 50 back in the hood? It's like, at the 50, like, just freshly blew up type shit. Freshly blew up. He's like, yo, do 50 be back in the hood? He come back to the hood? He's like, nah, 50 don't come back in the hood. 50 don't never be back in the hood. 50, he don't never come back. He don't never be back. Saying nigga just blew up. Saying so you're not gonna see him in the hood, man. Nigga just freshly blew up. So he ain't gonna be fucking around, right? But as he talking, it's like, yo, 50 ain't back in the hood or whatever. G-Unit ain't back in the hood. G-Unit ain't this. G-Unit ain't that. All the little homeboys coming up. Yo, it's Gorilla Gang. It's this kind of gang. It's this gang. It's this gang. Everybody coming through repping their gang because whatever, the cameras is on or whatever. And I'm looking at the scenery right in the background, right where the boy is standing, right behind him. Somebody done spray painted on the wall G-Unit in big ass letters, right? Somebody done tagged G-Unit in big ass letters on the wall and shit, right? Big ass letters, G-Unit. And it ain't crossed out, it ain't defaced or nothing. It just say straight up G-Unit. When niggas want to talk about G-Unit don't run shit, G-Unit ain't nothing, G-Unit ain't this, G-Unit ain't that. I'm like, hold up, man, that's some strange ass shit. Yo, if that's y'all, if y'all don't fuck with them niggas, and them niggas ain't shit to y'all, and them niggas, they ain't coming back around, and they ain't doing no work, and they ain't this, and they ain't that. That's how I feel like motherfuckers talking about New Black Media figures in any kind of way. Like, it's like y'all saying we ain't putting in the work, okay. But I say nobody defaced they shit. Ain't nobody really press niggas hard, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody defaced the G-Unit mural behind these niggas. There's a big ass G-Unit mural behind these niggas. Undefaced. I'm saying, for all my niggas that know how to get your can right and hit the block, and, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, that shit is intact, goddammit. And then, like, if you look further in the back, you'll see this big ass project shit in the back. I'm like, oh, that shit look familiar. Then I thought, yo, the motherfucking Heat video. If y'all seen the Heat video, Yo, the Heat video, 50 Cent Heat video, like in the beginning, where it's like the little skit in the beginning. Oh, dude, he on the phone and shit like, yo, trying to let 50 know, oh, such coming to the block, yada, 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 they about to come through, whatever. In the background, some same damn projects, right? Same damn projects. Then like a month or so later, a couple months later, he's talking about, you don't come back through. You stand in front of the same building where them niggas at. You on the same hood where them niggas at. On the same block, doing the same shit every day, every night. Your ass is there every night, every day. Don't nobody deface the G Unit mural and shit, nigga. And y'all talking shit with these niggas ain't this, these niggas ain't that. Just standing right there on the street where you niggas is at. You on the same street. That's just funny, man. That shit is funny, man. So I see that whole thing, man. I wish that, I don't know, I'm fucking around making animation of that shit for Christmas time, boy. That shit is just too funny, man. To see motherfuckers still nitpicking and bitching and bagging over the shit. Bitching and bustering. Bickering and bustering. It don't make sense, man. So I'm gonna fuck around, I don't know. I might keep something in the tuck for that, man. That shit funny, man. That shit funny, man. Wanna throw new black media under the bus, but I ain't seen no influx of the frenetic behind this shit. This shit is important. This HR 4999, this shit's important. Why ain't no I need to go through my notifications for the past 10 days. If I don't see nothing, I'm gonna put it in the comments. If I don't see nothing different from these various people that been bickering and going back and forth, I'm gonna check them out. And if I don't see nobody speaking on constructive shit, it's gonna prove my point. Motherfuckers is doing some dumb shit. The man Latavius Hightower say we can't be lazy. Hell yeah, we were just talking about that, man. That motherfuckers, man, motherfuckers insane out here, man. They shit corrected for the fucker fucking with us, man. We be doing real shit, man. So I'll be calling my congressman this week. People on my channel, we'll be calling our congressmen this week. I got about 100 different phone calls to make this week to all kind of different congressmen this week. My shit ain't through, man. I got work to do all this coming week fucking with Congress people, man. I'm not just waiting on some leader. I'm not just waiting on one Yvette Carnell, one Antonio Moore to do or to act in order for me to do or act on some shit. I'm just not, man. So I'm like, all right, let me bring it to my people. I know y'all are fucking. I know y'all are be of a certain mind state with the shit. Jail with the shit in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm dealing with. That's why I'm here with y'all, man. Constructive. Yeah. We appreciate that, the black boy. We appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. I'm gonna fuck with my Teespring. I'll probably be wearing some more of my shit just for the fuck of it. I'll probably drop some coupons over the next couple weeks. I might just drop a new coupon every week just for the fuck of it. Still gotta bring in some new designs. We're still working on a few things. Just be on the look. Be on the look, you know? Let me get it, y'all.